In 2025, US-India trade ties have reached a boiling point. President Trump's tariffs, first a sharp 25%, then a jaw-dropping 50% on Indian exports, have set off shockwaves across the globe. Behind the headlines, this trade tension isn't just about economics. It's about global alliances, strategic pushback, and the search for a winner in a high-stakes game. In July, President Trump declared a 25% tariff would hit all Indian imports, blaming India's robust trade and oil deals with Russia. When New Delhi stood firm, Trump doubled down, literally hiking the tariff to an unprecedented 50%. For India, the world's fifth largest economy, these levies impact over $86 billion worth of annual shipments to the US, from gems to garments and beyond. India's official stance: unfair, unjustified, and unreasonable. Optimism was in the air after 5 rounds of trade talks. Indian negotiators were convinced the US would cap tariffs at 15% and announce a deal. But political miscalculations and shifting demands from both sides led to a last-minute collapse. Key sticking points: India's refusal to open up its agricultural and dairy markets, US demands for increased access and energy imports, Trump's frustration and push for more concessions. Winners: US producers may gain short-term protection. Alternative suppliers to the US, like Vietnam or Mexico, could swoop in. Losers: Indian exporters, already struggling with thin margins, now face a competitive disadvantage up to 35% versus others. India's GDP growth could slow by up to 0.5 percentage points, threatening jobs and Make in India ambitions. As tensions with the US soar, India is quietly warming up ties with Russia and China. Moscow is pushing to revive the Russia-India-China (RIC) trilateral alliance. Diplomatic thawing is underway. Prime Minister Modi's planned visit to China signals a shift not seen in over 7 years. With US pressure mounting, India is strengthening its economic and strategic fallback options, even as it seeks to keep its multi-alignment policy alive. India has called out Trump's tariff blitz as unfair and unreasonable. Indian officials are weighing a calibrated response, using WTO rules to impose reciprocal tariffs and protect political credibility. Analysts say India is refusing to back down on key issues like agriculture and dairy, prioritizing farmers and sovereignty over hasty deals. As the trade war escalates, neither side wants to blink first. For the US, it's about economic leverage and strategic signals to Russia. For India, it's about resilience, sovereignty, and keeping its options open from Washington to Moscow and Beijing. Who will win? In the short term, both economies could lose. But India's pushback and pivot to new partners might just shape a new world order. In trade wars, there are rarely clear winners, but how you play your hand and who stands with you when the music stops, that's what history will remember.